Well, guys, welcome back to the channel. Sony finally dropped the complete game list for the Sony PlayStation Classic, and I am sure disappointment is going to settle in for a lot of people. So, man, I knew with this console coming out, and it kind of being a different time in the gaming era, that it was going to be very difficult to please most people, and including myself. You know, when Nintendo put out their classic systems, they had a lot of the bases covered. Sure, there were certain games that people were like, man, I wish this was on here, but I don't think there was very much rage about it. But with the PlayStation Classic, man, what defined the PlayStation? What defined the original PlayStation for you? That's going to be drastically different for many people because so many genres were represented. So many franchises were started on this system. And it's just nuts, guys. So we have a lot of games that we kind of, thought were going to be on this thing. And then some stuff that's just like, okay, whatever. But like I said, disappointment's going to be settling in for a lot of people. Some surprises, though. But let's go ahead and take a look. We got Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders 2. I knew there was going to be a Cool Borders. Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumpin' Flash, Metal Gear Solid. That's a welcome addition, right? Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. That pretty cool game. Rayman. I'm not as excited about Rayman, but I can definitely see a lot of people being excited for it. But I think there's some Rayman burnout, and I don't really care. Resident Evil Director's Cut. I knew they were going to have to include a Resident Evil, but I thought it was going to be Resident Evil 2, but I guess not. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Okay, that's pretty cool. Revelations Persona, never played it, but definitely heard good things. A lot of RPGs on here. Ridge Racer Type 4, which I'd already stated one of my top favorite racing games, so happy that was originally announced. A kind of an odd one, but a cool one, I guess. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. Are you kidding me? I couldn't believe they announced this on here. It is a great game. And when I originally saw a Street Fighter logo, I was like, another Street Fighter? Like, how many times is Capcom gonna pimp out Street Fighter, some kind of Street Fighter game? But then when I seen it was Puzzle Fighter, I was like, oh, okay, that works for me. Welcome addition, but an odd one. At least they got a puzzle game represented here, right? And then we got Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms. Twisted Metal, okay, the first one. But really looking at this list, yes, there's so much represented here. You got, your puzzle games, your fighting games, RPGs. It's a good mix, don't get me wrong, but a little underwhelming for myself, and I'm sure plenty of other people, but it was going to be so hard to please everybody with this. The SNES Classic, the NES Classic, like I said, they had their bases covered with tons of stuff that people had nostalgia for and would instantly think of that console. And I think a lot of these games on this PlayStation Classic, sure, either, they got the early starts on the PlayStation, or they were games that people do equate with the PlayStation in one form or another. But there was just so many different games that got started on the PlayStation where 20 is just not enough. I don't know how excited I am now with this game list. And it was something I was a little fearful of to begin with, just because it's so hard. I don't even know how to say it, but there's some games on here I'm not that excited for. Siphon Filter, I don't care. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, I don't care. What else? Intelligent Cube, I know a lot of people like that one, but I don't care. Destruction Derby, it's kind of fun, but it's whatever. Cool Borders 2, I probably won't even play it. Like, what games am I going to play on this? I might play Grand Theft Auto just because I remember playing this on the PlayStation back in the day. Final Fantasy VII, I don't know. You know, I've got so much access to that on multiple consoles, and I still have the original game. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be cool for a lot of people, though. I can't knock Final Fantasy VII at all. Metal Gear Solid, okay. I'll probably jump into that one and replay it. Resident Evil Director's Cut, oh, man. The clunky controls. Resident Evil's definitely evolved quite a bit from back in the day, so I don't know. I'll definitely play Ridge Racer Type 4. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, I'll probably jump into that a bit. Twisted Metal, the same thing. I'll jump into that a bit. And Tekken 3, I'll probably play around with. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, sure, I'll play it. But I'm really thinking more so than any of the other classic systems that this will probably sit on the shelf. The excitement will probably wear off for me fairly quick unless we can quickly find a way to hack this system. That will be exciting. So I'm really hoping that does happen. I don't know, guys. Share your comments down below. I'm curious what you think. How are you feeling with this game announcement coming out and all the games being listed? A little underwhelming? Excited? What's your top pick that's actually included? What do you really wish was on there? I wish Tomba was on there. That's one that I really wish was on there. But there's so many that I can go through that I wish would have been on this thing. I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say. So comment down below. I read all the comments, try to reply back to as many as I can. So really do appreciate you guys stopping in, hanging out with me for these, few moments of a mild disappointment, I guess. Smash that like button if you could. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make love to that notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. And guys, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Boom.